What's up, y'all? How y'all doing out there? I come here to percolate your mind, make you think, So, I was thinking, right, about God, okay? Can y'all believe that? So, in the process of thinking, right, I kind of, had a few thoughts in my head about why everybody on the planet has a different God. Everybody on the planet that understands the concept of God has a different God. Atheist, theist, no matter what. You have a different God. Every last one of you. Let me break it down a little bit. If I was to ask a question to anybody, what is God? There'll be so many different answers that it can't be that many different answers to the same deity. The God concept originates in the brain. You understand? It originates in the brain, right? So, your brain has a thing called an imagination. You can imagine pretty much anything. With your belief comes imagination. You believe in that God. Therefore, when you believe in that God that you have never seen, you imagine what that God is. You imagine how that God look. You imagine how that God speaks. All of that. Even the ones that say that this God speaks to them. So, when I break it down, everybody has a different God. I don't care if you believe in the same God, but that God is different by the time it comes out of your mind. Because whatever in your mind and the idea you have of whatever God you believe in, nobody else has that same thing. Nobody. Their God will never be the same. And the reason why is because it's all in your head. Every God concept that was ever invented came out of your head. Every baby is born atheist. Every baby is born atheist. You have to be convinced that there is a God. You are started off as a baby, and you don't believe in that. And by the time you get 4 and 5 years old, you will have a God concept in your head. Because your mama or your daddy or your auntie or your grandmother is going to teach you what God is. Nobody is born knowing about this God. This God never comes to anybody and say, this is this, this is that, that is this. All of those things come from the idea of a man. Every religion, every God comes from the idea of a man. Now, we have a story, a myth, right? Adam and Eve, right?
What?
So, Adam is told by God not to do something. His wife that God gave to him, according to the myth, his wife gave him this fruit that God say you should not touch, right? So Adam partakes in the fruit, gets him a nibble, and all of a sudden, everything went wild after that, right?
Yep.
So, let's rewind. This God
Yes.
just created this Adam
Honey.
and this Eve, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just created them.
Yep.
It doesn't say how old they are. It doesn't say how long they've been in the garden, right? So, this tree that God say don't partake of in any fruit, this tree has what is called the knowledge of good and evil, right? So, with knowledge come understanding. So you will not get an understanding to anything without knowledge, right? So once they partake in the fruit, then they had knowledge of good and evil, right? So if good and evil had passed them before they partaked in the fruit, then they wouldn't have known what that was, because they hadn't bit the fruit yet. So this God knows that they don't know, but he tells them to do something that they cannot possibly grasp the concept.
Yeah. Yes.
How would they know what good and evil is? How would they know that they're being disobedient? How would they know that they're sinning if they don't even have that knowledge yet? How would they even know that they're doing something so wrong when they don't even know what wrong is yet? That's why the serpent, according to the scriptures and to the myth, the serpent knew and God knew. Check it. Both of them knew. But the serpent told him, you won't die. God say, you will. They didn't die. Because if you live according to the myth, Adam lived 960 some years, 50 some years. Man, that's a hell of a life. That's a hell of a life. And before you die, you got 950 some years of living on this earth before you die. That's not no death. Man, you shall surely die 957 years later. Okay, we got it.
Okay.
So, when did Eve die? Is Eve still living? Because it never showed how old Eve was. It never showed if she died, you know. I don't know. Maybe she's still here. But they wouldn't have that knowledge of knowing. And it's a setup. That's a hell of a setup. So my understanding is this guy wanted this to happen. You have babies dying of cancer, babies dying of drive-by shootings, babies dying of terminal illnesses, babies dying of all kind of stuff, women getting raped. We have a system set up with slavery, when somebody owns somebody else's property. All of these different things going on that is horrible to society and human beings that are going on, all because people say because Adam bit that fruit. No. Because God put that tree there.
Yep.
All he had to do for these babies not to be dying like that. And all of this chaos going on in this world, he don't have to make Adam make a different decision. He don't have to do that. Don't put the tree there. That's all he had to do. And this Shangri-La that God wanted, according to the myth, the Shangri-La that he wanted would be in existence. Where everybody is, you know, we're with animals and lions and we're dancing where we're naked and don't even know we're naked. You know, that's Shangri-La. And God had to keep making people out of mud because there wasn't no sin yet, so there was no pain and menstrual cycles and birth and all of that. So, you know, he had to keep making people out of clay and ribs. So, it's just crazy to me that he has the foreknowledge and still allows this and blames them for doing it when they know that, you know, they don't have any type of idea of what right and wrong and good and bad and evil and all of that stuff is. They don't even know what the concept of that is until after they eat the fruit. You wanted them to know that. That's why you put it there. You wanted that to happen. You wanted sin to be in the world. You wanted that. You wanted all of this. Because if you didn't want it, you would have made that tree 700 feet tall with the fruit at the top. But you didn't. You made it right there and they grasped. Don't eat that. Adam like, yeah, I want to eat that. Okay. Oh my God. It's Eve, y'all. A talking snake. Let's have a conversation. God, are you sure? You sure? Because God said we'll die. So you're telling me we won't die? Oh, okay. What is death? What does dying mean? It's pretty good fruit. Hey, husband. Here. Adam, eat.
Here. My bed.
Is them titties?
Yeah.
What? Come on, man. There's 2021 and people still believing in Santa Claus. Stop that, y'all. Come on, man. It's super duper intelligent people. The people on the channel that are Christian brothers are very, they're very astute, highly intelligent, young men, very more superior in intelligence than I. And these guys still believe with all their heart that a nigga came out of the grave, came back, and saved their whole souls, saved all their souls, as long as they believe that happened. This is crazy to me, man. This is crazy to me. But I know I've been there. I've been there, you know, believing it hard, ready to die for it. All of that. But when you start breaking it down like I just broke it down, and you quit all that biased thinking and just break it down, just be fair, and just try to understand, you know, what if this isn't true? Just, you know, no, it's true, forget that. What if it isn't? Y'all scared of what's going to happen if it's not? You scared you're going to go to hell? A place you can't even prove? Just because you've been taught that? You wasn't born knowing about no hell. That was a concept that was taught to you.
Daddy.
And with that concept, it kept me in, even when I had questions. It kept me in there. That fear. I wanted to believe because I wanted to believe that, you know, all of the good stuff that was happening to me all of my life, that was a deity that I believed in. Well, I haven't believed in that deity in years now. And a Christian brother that pronounces himself as a Christian does not have an advantage on this earth over me. You have to wait it to death to get it. I'm just saying, nobody has been to any of those heavens or hell or nobody knows what happened after you die. But we know what's going on right now.
Hey, Daddy.
Total chaos.
Daddy.
You know why? All because
Daddy. Hey, Daddy.
a God
Daddy. Hey, Daddy.
put a tree
Daddy.
in a garden. This your brother, Mind of ShaBaka, Ursuma Atra, and knowledge is infinite. Therefore, evolution is inevitable. Peace.